Steve, I know it's really hard you being here, but you've got to try and stay calm.
I'm not worked up about Oliver. I'm livid that our daughter might be seeing a flippin' lowlife. Jacob must be lying.
But what if he isn't? I mean, it would make sense, wouldn't it? He wasn't breaking into the house. He was there to see Amy.
I still want him arrested.
Right. Well, she's had a good night, so I'm sure she's going to be awake soon, and then we can talk to her. Get her side of the story.
She keeps slipping in and out. I know they say it's not...
She's just sleeping it off. This is different. She's going to be all right.
It's my job to protect her. I feel like I failed her.
Mr. and Mrs. McDonald, do you have a moment?
Hey, can I borrow your toothbrush?
Ew, no. I am not down for that level of intimacy.
Would you rather my breath stinks?
And how is that any different to normal?
Oi, cheeky. Could always get you one for my flat, leave it there. You get me one for here, if this is going to be a regular thing, Mrs. Robinson.
That's a poor way of asking, Mr. Osborne.
OK, fine. Are we back together?
I suppose. As long as you never use me toothbrush.
Suppose I should get myself down to Preston's Petals, then. Buy you some flowers for the occasion.
We'll skip the flowers. Book us a table somewhere and we'll celebrate properly.
OK. Prepared to be wined and dined.
I am serious about the toothbrush thing, though. Just the thought of it freaks me out a little. Hey, what's wrong?
Amy. She got a drink spiked in a club last night.
What? Is she okay?
I should go.
Yeah, she'll want her family around her.
No, it's not just that. I kicked them out of the dance for being drunk, didn't I? If it wasn't for me, they wouldn't have gone.
I won't keep you long. I know that you're keen to stay with Amy. I just wanted to introduce myself, talk you through what happens next, and answer any questions you have.
What happens next is that you need to arrest Jacob Hay. He's the one that did it.
Steve, we haven't spoken to Amy yet.
Well, it's him, of course it is. We've already reported him for breaking in. He forced Amy's cousin to move his gear for him. The guy's bad news.
He has caused our family a lot of grief.
Thank you for the information. We are making inquiries, but Mrs. McDonald's right. All being well, Amy will be awake soon, and we need to speak to her about it.
No, you don't. He's been hanging around here all night. What I need you to do is arrest him and protect my daughter.
Look, I understand your frustration, but we need to establish all the relevant information about the incident.
I tell you what, why don't you just do your job, eh? And keep him away from here. Otherwise, I'll do something I regret.
Sorry.
Hey, David. Do you know where Sarah is?
Yeah, because that tracking device I got for Christmas is working wonders.
It's an emergency. I'm trying to get hold of Adam and he's not answering.
Well, he spent the night in a hotel last night. I think Sarah was pretty miffed about it.
Do you know which hotel?
No, she didn't say. What's this emergency?
It's Amy. She's in hospital. Some idiot spiked a drink with GHB. I need to get to the school now to let Mrs. Crawshaw know.
Well, I'll try and get hold of Sarah and get her to phone you. Oh, and if you hear anything about how Amy is, you let me know.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, it was horrible. I mean, it was a complete meat market. And let me tell you, the meat on offer was not sirloin steak. It wasn't even stewing steak. Oh, still, it was better than that time that I got an edible thong.
Isn't that what you meant to buy someone for Valentine's?
Oh, he didn't buy it. He made it himself. Bit of old string and some wine gums. Only I got very, very hot and it started to congeal. I like to think I smelled like a vineyard on a summer's day.
And what did you smell like?
Stale wine and Kirk's sweaty socks after he spent all day being a mascot.
I like the smell of my socks.
What? Oh, here's someone who might be able to tell us a happy Valentine's story. I presume that lingerie was from someone special?
I couldn't possibly divulge.
Oh, go on. We need a bit of kiss and tell after Sean's kiss and smell.
I'm sorry?
Never mind. Come on, juicy details, please.
Well, the hotel was amazing and he went all out on the room service. I didn't get much sleep.
Oh, get you.
No, not like that. We had champagne and oysters, but I had a bit too much. I think the oysters were a bit dodgy.
If you are feeling bad, you sure you should be in?
Yeah, well, I don't want to let Sarah down.
Well, you'll be letting her down even further if you vom all over the factory floor.
We have got a cleaning bucket out back you could use.
Why don't you have a kip and come in later?
Yeah, a couple of hours might do me good.
No, they are definitely broken.
There's a Bluetooth on.
What? How do I attach that?
Little button on the side of the headphones. You got to press it and hold it.
Oh. Ah! Thank you!
You're shouting.
What?
You shout.
Did she really need me to print this off at work when she's already got it? It's okay. We got the printer working. It's another tree lost in printing things that we don't need. Why does she have to take up the whole of the table?
She's not. Come on, love. We need to be supportive. It's commendable studying at her age.
Yeah, well, next time I'm out, I'll buy her a skateboard and I'll see if Roy takes student cards.
Well, if you're nipping out, can you get us a new dangly bit for that bell because it's broken?
Oh, I wonder what could have happened. Hello? Oh, hi. Yeah, let me just take this upstairs.
Who is it?
This course is really good. And the organiser's very handsome.
Mum, you're shouting.
She's doing really well. She's been stable all night, so she should be fully awake soon. Amy has been very lucky. Whoever put her in the recovery position and called the ambulance probably saved her life. I'll check on her again in half an hour. Thanks, nurse.
Thank you.
Oh, hiya. How is she?
Yeah, she should be waking up soon.
Oh, good. We got her some hand and face cream.
Oh, that is so sweet.
You can go see her if you like.
Oh, great.
Oh, Asha, thank you for putting her in the recovery position.
That was Jacob. No, he was amazing. We were all in shock, but he knew exactly what to do.
So it was Jacob that saved her.
It was him that caused it. He gets a kick out of hurting people. Ah! Oh, flipping heck.
Oh. Walk it off, sunshine. It'll be fine.
I spent yesterday cleaning and this place is still a tip. Honestly, I should be resting on my day off and I can't even find a place to park me. Come on.
Embrace it, Chaz. Embrace the chaos.
It needs cleaning, Bernie.
Well, so do those deck chairs on the Titanic, so knock yourself out, kid.
Are you going to help or what?
With you still snarling at me?
All right, fine. Let's just put this reward thing behind us.
Right. Well, I might see myself to helping then. You know, clean slate, clean house, all of that.
Yeah, deal.
Why have you moved the Lego?
Because I've just stood on it.
Well, I put it there so I know where it was to take it upstairs, out the way.
Well, that was silly, wasn't it?
Yes, thank you.
You two ganging up on me? Does that mean you like each other again?
Oh, he loves me. He just won't admit it.
Right, well, in that case, step away from the polish, Mrs. Muscle, as we are all going out to do something nice together. As a family. Be nice to remember what that's like, eh?
I don't understand what more info they need, unless they think she took it.
Well, look how stupid I was when I was a kid. I nearly died.
What, you think she took it herself?
No, I don't actually, but I do understand that they need to talk to her first.
Yeah, he did it, we flipping know he did. And the thing that's driving me mad is the thought of what might have happened if he managed to get her out of there. It's making me blood boil.
Amy. Amy, darling, you're in hospital, but you're okay, you're safe.
Hey, honey. Can you see us? Of course I can. Right in front of me. My throat hurts.
All right, take it easy. Don't get up too soon.
What happened?
Well, we were hoping you could tell us that. They found GHB in your system.
GHB? How?
Listen, don't get upset, but did you take it by accident, you know, thinking it might have been something else?
I wouldn't do anything like that.
All right, darling, just take it easy.
Can you tell us anything about what happened?
Steve, we can do this later. She needs to sleep.
No, we need to find out how he's managed to do it.
Not now.
Oh, who did what?
How Jacob has managed to spank your drink. Look, you must have slipped it in your drink when you weren't looking. I've told the police. You need to tell us anything you can remember.
I don't know why you'd tell the police that.
Amy, just stay calm.
No, you don't understand. You need to tell the police that you've made a mistake. You can't have done it because he's my boyfriend.
Yes, we know. You took great delight in telling me.
Why did you just tell the police it was him?
Oh, because of course it's him. He's a drug dealer, Amy.
Not anymore. He's sweet and kind and
It's
lovely.
an act. That's exactly what he wants you to think. He's more than capable of drugging you and doing who knows what.
All right, Steve, like I said, we'll talk about it later.
Well, thank you both for your statements.
Look, I know Steve really doesn't like Jacob, but he was really worried about her last night. You know, and I know she probably should have told her parents about their relationship, but I think she knew that they wouldn't take it very well.
The club has CCTV. Do you think it might show who did it?
Yeah, we've got all we need from that, thank you. If you have any more information, come down the station.
Yeah, we will, thank you. Look, imagine if you have got the person who did it on that footage.
I did not expect you guys to be this quiet or able to work without supervision.
We don't just sit and gossip all day, you know.
No, just half the day.
I thought you'd be in earlier. I even made you a cuppa.
Oh, yeah? Given the state you were in last night, I'm surprised we're seeing you at all.
Oh, well, listen, I am not late because I have a hangover. Not that I'm admitting that I have a hangover. I had a meeting. Oh, go on, Beth, any chance for that brew, please?
Yeah.
Where's Lydia?
Oh, pulling a sickie after a romantic night.
No, is she pulling a sickie or is she sick?
Well, apparently she overdid the oysters and champagne. Turns out she had quite the Valentine's evening.
Did she now? So self-inflicted?
She said she's going to try and come back in later. Come on, whilst it's quiet, what are your thoughts on the new mystery fella?
My thoughts are, he seems to be distracting her from her job.
You stepped in some at the park.
No, I'm trying to walk slower, so Ches has got a chance to change that stinky nappy before we get in.
What are you thinking? Shut the front door.
And if he has, finding me key in my handbag will give us another minute.
It's Linda, 12 o'clock.
Oh, that's nice. You're all here to welcome me.
Linda, what a surprise.
Look at your faces. That's worth the long-haul flight alone.
Yeah, Bernie, this is Linda, Joseph's grandma.
Yeah, I did guess when you said her name.
Your old grandma makes me sound old.
So what do we owe the pleasure?
I'm en route back from Belize, 6 weeks off-grid. So I thought I'd pop in on my way home. Well, aren't you going to invite me in?
Actually, could you just give us half an hour? I need to get the quad settled.
Well, I can help you.
And changing nappy is a proper stinker.
Yeah, guessing which one of them's dropped it's like Russian poulette.
OK, I'll go grab a coffee from the cafe. It'll take the edge off this jet lag. Right, see you in a few.
Russian poulette?
I panicked. At least this way it gives us time to tidy up.
What are you doing?
I was just going to check your pulse.
Well, how heavy was I sleeping?
It's just for my module. Could you stand up?
No. Not if I'm trying to sleep, I can't, no.
Look, it says here I've got to do this practical.
Can't you do it on Sal?
No, she's in a mood. She said she wanted a bath. Come on. Oh. Right. Femoral. Pulmonary. Inferior mesenteric.
Inferior?
Oh, no, that's more up there.
There's nothing inferior about my belly. Well, if you want to point your finger at me bits, can't you do it when I'm asleep?
Look, it is time to check your pulse.
Would you say you're feeling calm?
No! You just crept up on me, woke me up and called me inferior, and now you're trying to get your fingers all over me.
Right, quad sorted. Looks nice down here.
If you see a cupboard or a drawer, do not open it.
What are we gonna do if she knows about Joseph and the reward money? She could have read it in the paper.
Look, she'd have said straight away. Well, still, we say nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Well, what if Joseph tells her? Or someone on the street? Or Izzy?
Joseph won't blab, and I'll have a word with Izzy, yeah? Tell her to keep it quiet. What's the smell in here as well?
What? What? I've been rushing around and I'm sweating.
Right, we need to get the good mug.
Oh, I used that as a paintbrush holder yesterday for the kids.
Mum! That is the only one without tea stains.
Answer the door.
OK. Come in, come in. Oh, that is quite a house fragrance. Well, we need it with those atomic nappies. Make yourself at home.
Oh, I've just sat in the funny fireman.
Not for the first time, eh, Linda?
Oh,
Can I make you a brew?
do you have any green tea?
It probably will be green in that mug.
Well, I thought I'd come over and wait for Joseph to finish school. I mean, I did try and catch up on all the gossip from Izzy, but apparently she's too busy today for her own mother.
Well, I pick up Joseph later.
Oh, I can't wait to hear what's been going on in his life.
No, I'm not here to see Amy. I'm here to see you. I figured that you and Tracy probably hadn't eaten, so I got some sandwiches and crisps. I wasn't sure what you'd liked, but...
What, you think you can worm your way in with food?
When my uncle had a car accident, everyone was at his bedside so long they stopped looking after themselves. And well, you can't help someone if you make yourself ill. So he probably did that all the time while our lover was here.
Don't you dare say his name.
How is she?
She's awake. I believe you put her in the recovery position. Worried that people will think it was you.
It wasn't me that drugged her. I did what I needed to do to help her. Could I see her? Not now, but later, maybe.
No, I don't want you anywhere near her. Not now, not ever.
I know you're upset, but you can't stop us from seeing each other.
Oh, I can. And I will. She could do miles better than you, Jacob.
Yeah, well, of course you think that. Because you don't know me. Look, I'm just gonna go sit over there well out of the way in case you change your mind. I'd really like to get to know you, Steve.
Get up. Get up!
Steve, please.
I want you to stay well away from my daughter. My family have been through enough. Don't you get it? You're trash. You always have been, and you always will be. Now, are you going to get up and go? Or do I have to make you?
Oh, Daniel. Is there any more news on Amy?
She's a bit groggy, but they're going to discharge her later.
Oh, that's good. I mean, if she's woken up now, hopefully they can find out what happened.
Police think that it might have been before they left for the club.
What do you mean before, like, it happened at the school dance?
I'm really hoping that it wasn't.
Well, don't you have, like, a duty of care to find out?
I've asked Addy and Asher. They didn't see anything suspicious. Neither did I, and I was there all night.
Well, hang on a minute. Just let me get this straight. So you've asked 2 people, and you think that's it, fine, end of, job done? I mean, shouldn't you be doing, like, a full investigation?
It's not my job, David, or the school's.
No, I appreciate that, but what if it happens to someone else? Is it still not your job then? If someone's going around spiking girls' drinks, I mean, the predator's at the end of the day. And we shouldn't be resting until they're found. I mean, if you or the school are not going to do anything about it, then I will.
You'll feel a little bit hungover, but you're going to be okay.
I remember you telling me about that time that you took ecstasy. It scared the life out of me. That's why I never do drugs.
Well, I'm glad it scared you enough to put you off.
I just don't know why anyone would do this to me.
How are you feeling, Amy?
A bit spaced out.
Do you remember what happened to you before you passed out?
Not much. But I didn't take anything myself, I promise.
I need to ask you where else you'd been. Was there anyone else that you might have spoken to?
No, I mean, we went straight from the school dance to the club, but I do remember feeling a bit woozy before we went in the club.
Did you have a drink while you were there?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so, but I can't remember.
I know your dad was concerned about a young man that you went to the club with, Jacob Hay. Well, because he was worried, we've checked out the CCTV, and at no point was there an opportunity for someone to spy your drink.
I knew it couldn't have been him.
What are you doing here? I think I made it pretty obvious that you...
Is that Steve?
Turn around and go, now.
Just go! Steve, we can talk about... Just go, will ya? I'm not an evil person. I just care for your daughter.
Steve!
And we're back in Coronation Street in half an hour.